Hey everybody, Shane here, Shoebox Legends. Thanks for joining me for a post-playing era rummage video today. Way back at the beginning of the year, I had two stated goals for myself to try to stay a little bit focused here in the hobby, and those were collecting former Negro League players and also focusing on post-playing era cardboard. And so I have this cheese box here that has nothing but post-playing era pickups, modern cards of retired players. And since we're already into September, amazingly enough, the year is kind of disappearing quickly. And as you can tell, I have a lot more of these to show. So I don't want to waste any more time. I want to get right to it. And I figure a rummage is a good way to start today. And pardon me while I remove the tape off this one. But we start with a great card that actually could have been featured in the recent countdown I did. This is a Stadium Club Rainbow Foil Board Parallel. These are numbered to 25. I'm not going to talk at length here about this because I did an entire video on this exact parallel just a week or two back. So go check that out if you're interested in these. But they're numbered to 25 every year and they look gorgeous. And here we have the Hammer and Hank from the most recent release, the 2023 Stadium Club release. If you check that countdown video out, you will see a couple of other Hank Aarons that I have in my collection of this parallel. And really happy to get the 2023 version here to go with it. Next up, I got to take this one out of its case as well. Set that we haven't seen in a little while here on the channel, but one that I love and I've really gone a little bit overboard with over the last couple of years. And it's fitting that we pulled it right after this Rainbow Foil Board, because I would say Stadium Club Rainbow Foil Board and then this set that we're going to talk about now have probably been the two sets over the last couple of years that have occupied the majority of my funds on the modern card front. And we're talking, of course, about Topps Chrome Gilded collection. And look at this Babe Ruth. This is from the inaugural set in 2022. First time they did this. These are incredible cards, extremely limited. This first year, there's only 185 copies of this Ruth card across base and all parallels that exist. Less than 200 total copies. And I love that. It looks gorgeous. The photo is amazing. This is a bigger card as far as that first Gilded release goes. And it took me a year or two after release to finally get one. And I had to pay up for it. It was not a cheap card. I don't think it was, a three-figure card or anything like that, but it was probably close to that anyway. But Babe Ruth in high demand, and that's probably a top 10 Gilded card in my entire collection. So really, really happy to see that one spill out of the box. Talk about two of the game's best in the first two cards of today's rummage. And we have a pattern here, just three cards in. We're back again to Stadium Club Rainbow Foil Board. I mean, there are a fair number of these in the box, so it's not entirely surprising. But look at this Pops Willie Stargell with this cap, great smile. Love this card. This is from last year's, the most recent Stadium Club set, same as the Hank Aaron. And these cards are just incredible. The photography, the scarcity being numbered to 25, the amazing shine. Really, really love that Stargell. So pumped to see that one come out of the box. Copy 23 of 25 on that Rainbow Foil Board. Just keep racking those up. I have a couple of others that I picked up actually after my video that are on the way in the mail. Here's a great card that I've shown before, maybe in other parallels, but I've definitely shown this card. It's the 2015 Stadium Club Larry Doby. And in this case, it's a gold foil, which is a relatively easy parallel, but this is not a valuable card, but I think it is one of the greatest photographs that I have ever seen on a trading card. I love it. Not only does it fit my obvious, post-playing era focus for the year, but it also fits my other focus as, former Negro League players and building out that part of my collection. And of course, here in one photograph, we have the two guys who integrated both the National League and the American League. So I love everything about this card. I have a copy of this in my Negro League Z Folio that I'm building out. I've sent a parallel of it off for grading in the past. You can readily find these for like $1 or even less. And I just think, you'd be hard pressed to find a more meaningful and special card that you could acquire for your collection for $1 than this one. So happy to see another version of that come out of the box here. Let's go over to the left side. And here's another set that we've seen pretty frequently over the past year. 2023 Panini Prism. This is the Cool Papa Bell. How great is that? Really perfect timing here too, coming off that Jackie Robinson and Larry Doby card. This is the silver prism, which is basically a refractor, but just great prism shine. And I've talked about this card a few times now in the history of the channel, but I love the juxtaposition between, the black and white photography and an old school Negro League great on like a modern shiny design like Panini Prism. I think it's awesome, and I commend Panini. I know they did it somewhat out of necessity due to their contractual status with Major League Baseball and the Players Association, but I commend them for including some of these dead ball guys and former Negro League players in their sets over the last couple of years. It's been really fun for me to collect those. I know they're not valuable cards, but guess what? The hobby isn't actually all about money, despite what you may think, and they're just fun cards to accumulate. Here's another cool one, Aron Vaugh on the 2023 Panini Select release. Now, I went out and got this card because I listened to, I'm doing the audiobook version of the Baseball 100 by Joe Posnanski. And when I got through the chapter on Aron Vaugh, I was really fascinated. And I wanted to pick up something cheap to represent him in my collection. Maybe someday, eventually, I'd get a playing era card. But if I'm being honest, that's going to be quite a ways down my list. But I found this card, a beautiful tie-dye prism out of 2023 Select. These are numbered to just 25. And I've shown a couple of others on the channel here in its history. Sam Rice, I think Cool Papa Bell, maybe one or two others. But yeah, picked up this Aron Vaugh. It was like $4. It's just a great looking card with wonderful shine. And somebody who wasn't really represented well in my collection at all. And that's kind of the goal with filling in some of these post-playing era pickups. And then next pick, we're going to stick on the 2023 Prism train for a moment. And in this case, we have one of my favorite cards from the Prism set, Sam Rice. And again, I've done a whole episode within the last month on my Sam Rice collection. I'm really proud of what I put together on that front over the last maybe 2 to 3 years. And seeing him included in the Prism release last summer was fantastic. Love this image. Love this card. And this is like the orange wave. It's numbered to 50. And I already have a copy in my Z Folio where I'm storing this Sam Rice run. But this one went up and it was like $4 shipped. And for a card that I really enjoy, that is also serial numbered to just 50 copies, really couldn't pass that up. So let's take one last look at that. Sam Rice, just really, really cool card there. Looks even better out of its case. And we got a couple more minutes here, so let's move over to the left side of the box. And here's one I've had in the collection a long time, but I don't think I've ever shown it on the channel. I've shown a couple buddies I know in private, but this is one of those Legends Variation short print throwback cards. This is from 2009 Topps Baseball. And obviously, on the checklist, card number 210 was not Roy Campanella. It was an active player. But this is an alternate version of card number 210 that would have been pack issued as a short print. There's not a ton of these out there, especially the older ones. This is actually the first year that they did these, 2009 Topps. So this is one of the earliest possible Legend short prints that you can get. And for me, it's all about the photograph on this one. For somebody who is known as a catcher, I just love the image here of him in the outfield, springing forward, looking presumably to catch a ball or something. And you've got this great Van Heusen Shirts advertisement on the wall behind him. Just a photograph that I don't ever recall seeing on any Campanella card or even in a magazine or anything like that growing up. And I just love, love, love those parallels. And I'm a big fan of that one. That's a favorite Legends variation of mine across my whole collection. And I have dozens and dozens of those Legends variations from over the years. So really nice campy. And then we'll close it out with this one today. I have to take it out. It's in a couple of layers, but this is a fantastic, and again, 2023 Panini Prism is one of the themes of our video today. But I love this Al Lopez because he's someone who I have not seen represented in a whole lot of modern releases. He is a Hall of Fame member, had a great career. Just love this image because there's nothing about this that would tell you that it's an unlicensed photograph. Thanks to him wearing the catcher's gear here, you really can't tell that we're missing any logos, and this does not look any different to me than a licensed Al Lopez card would. Plus, I love the image. There's kind of remnants here of like 51 Bowman Roy Campanella. I love those shots where a catcher is tossing their mask off and, springing into action to catch a fly ball or throw out a runner. They're just they make for really, really nice images. And of course, you can't beat the Panini Prism Shine. I mean, look at the etching through that chest protector, for example. Just an amazing card. And I'm not going to go deep and build like a full rainbow of this Al Lopez, but I would like to selectively find one or two of the tougher parallels that look really nice. In addition to that, he's with Pittsburgh here, which you may have noticed, and this is the black and gold Prism. And if that is not the perfect color match for a Pittsburgh card, I don't know what is. And then, lastly, these are really sneaky tough, numbered to just 5. So this is copy 5 of 5 on this Al Lopez. And again, I know I'm not, I'm in the minority when it comes to collecting these old school greats on modern designs, but this card was under $10. And I just feel like for a team color match with a photograph that looks like this from a set that I love and a parallel that is numbered to just 5, could not pass that up. So with apologies to Babe Ruth, I'm going to stick Al Lopez in front there for a minute while we wrap it up. And that's going to be the final card in the video. So an 11-minute post-playing era rummage today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll be back very soon with some more content, as you know. Until then, keep enjoying the hobby, everybody. See ya.